Hey, welcome to our explainer. Today, we're going to dive into some powerful yet really simple tools that can seriously sharpen your mind, boost your focus, and even lift your mood. So let's jump right in. So let me ask you, does this sound familiar? That feeling of being tired all the time, that brain fog you just can't seem to shake, or a mood that's just kind of blah? Look, if that's you, you are absolutely not alone. And the scale of this whole thing, it's probably way bigger than you think. So you might think, oh, that's just me, right? But let's pull the camera back for a second and look at the bigger picture. Because honestly, understanding just how big this problem is, that's the first step to actually fixing it. Okay, get ready for this number 50 million. That's not a global number. That's just the number of people in Pakistan alone who are wrestling with some kind of mental health challenge, according to the source material we're looking at. I mean, that is a massive, massive number. To put that in perspective, in some places, that's literally 1 in every 4 people. And we're not just talking about having a bad day. The stakes here are really, really high. If this stuff goes unaddressed, it can actually lead to serious conditions like dementia. Where you start struggling to remember names, you feel confused all the time, or you just lose your train of thought right in the middle of a sentence. Yeah, that sounds pretty scary, right? But here's the good news. What if I told you there are simple, effective ways to fight back? That you can use a few key tools to push back against all of this. That's what we're talking about today. Let's get into the solutions. All right, first up on our list, fish oil. And no, this isn't just some general health thing your grandma told you about. This stuff is a legit powerhouse for your brain, especially when it comes to learning and memory. So to really get this, you need to know about a little part of your brain called the hippocampus. Think of it like the command center for all your memories and learning. Every time you learn a new skill or even just remember what you had for breakfast, the hippocampus is doing all that heavy lifting. And here is where it gets absolutely wild. A huge study in 2022 with over 2,000 people found that omega-3s, that's the magic stuff in fish oil, doesn't just help the hippocampus, it can literally make it bigger. That's right, a bigger memory center in your brain. And what does that mean? Well, better learning, stronger memory, the whole deal. So how on earth does that even work? Well, this slide breaks it down perfectly. Picture your brain cells, your neurons. They're wrapped in this fatty layer. Now, without enough omega-3, that layer gets all stiff and packed together, making it super hard for signals to get through. It's like a traffic jam in your brain. But when you add omega-3s, they have this cool bent shape that creates space. It makes that membrane flexible and fluid, almost like oiling a rusty chain. And suddenly, those signals can fire way faster. You're literally thinking quick. Okay, so you want to try it? Here's the simple game plan. Look for capsules that are about 1,000 milligrams. You're going to take 1 to 3 of those a day, but don't go crazy. And here's a pro tip. Always, always take them with a meal. Your body just absorbs them so much better with a little food. Okay, tool number 1 for memory is covered. Let's move on. Next up is vitamin D. You've probably heard it called the sunshine vitamin, and let me tell you, it's a total game changer for your mood and your motivation. So here's what happens. When you get enough vitamin D, it goes straight to your brain and gets to work on 2 really important chemicals. First, serotonin. That's your happiness chemical. It's what makes you feel content and good. Vitamin D helps you make more of it. Then there's dopamine. Think of that as your get up and go chemical. It's your motivation. Vitamin D boosts that too. So if you're ever feeling kind of blah and unmotivated for no reason, this could be why. So how do you get enough? You've got a few options here. You could take a small 1,000 IU capsule every day, or maybe a 4,000 IU one every other day. You can even do a 10,000 IU pill just once a week. There are even these high-dose injections that you can just drink with milk once a month. Now, obviously, everyone's different, so it's always a super smart idea to chat with your doctor and figure out the best plan for you. All right, we've got memory covered, we've got mood covered. Now for the big one. Focus. If you're someone who feels like their brain is a web browser with 50 tabs open at once, you need to know about our next nutrient. It's called choline. And the way it works is actually super straightforward. You eat something with choline in it, and your brain converts it into this other chemical called acetylcholine. Now, the best way to think about acetylcholine is like a spotlight for your brain. It shines a really bright light on whatever you need to pay attention to, and it makes everything else just fade into the background. And this quote on the screen, it just nails it. Focus is simply one part of your brain speeding up while the rest slows down. That's exactly what acetylcholine does. It amps up the part of your brain you need for the task at hand, and it tells all the other noisy parts of your brain to just quiet down. That's the secret sauce to getting into that deep focus zone. So, where do you get this magical focus nutrient? Do you need some expensive supplement? Nope. You need about 400 milligrams a day, and you can get all of that from just 2 of these eggs. That's it. It's incredible, right? Just 2 eggs a day could seriously level up your ability to concentrate.
Okay, but what if you need to focus, like right now, and you haven't had your eggs? Well, there's an amazing technique you can use. No supplements required. It's backed by science, and you can do it anytime, anywhere.
It's called visual anchoring, and it is ridiculously simple. Here's what you do. Step 1, just pick a single spot on the wall or on your desk in front of you, anything. Step 2, stare at it. And the key here is to not let your eyes move at all. No flitting around. And step 3, just hold that fixed gaze for about 90 seconds. A study back in 2014 found that doing this just once dramatically boosts your ability to focus right after. It's like a hard reset for your brain's attention system. Whew, okay, so we've gone through a lot. Memory, mood, focus. Let's pull all these pieces together into a really simple, clear action plan so you can start taking control of your own brain health. So here it is, your brain-boosting toolkit. You've got fish oil for better memory and learning. You've got vitamin D to lift your mood and motivation. You have choline from something as simple as eggs to sharpen your focus. And for that on-the-spot instant focus boost, you've got the visual anchoring technique. The best part is you don't have to do everything at once. You now have a whole menu of tools to choose from. Look, at the end of the day, all these tools are amazing, but they only work if you actually use them. Your brain has incredible potential, and its health is genuinely in your hands. So, looking at this list, what's the one small, simple change you're going to make starting today?